Guys, Hey guys, I'm currently sick right now, but T-minus 1 minute to the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead Season 7. So, I'm technically doing a live reaction, because I will be watching the show. And, every time it goes to commercial, then I will, basically when it's on, I'll pause my video, watch it, and then when it goes to commercial, I'll unpause it and put my thoughts on it. So it'll technically be a live reaction. So I'll see you guys in a bit, okay? See you in a bit. It's gonna watch Walking Dead. So, it's a commercial right now. The reason why I'm in bed right now is because I'm not feeling well. But what the hell just happened? What's Father Gabriel doing? He just straight up stole a bunch of canned goods and a bunch of sharp objects like knives, machetes, and axes. What did he just take? I mean, seriously? Is he abandoning everyone? He pretty much put everything in containers, put it in the trunk of a car, put gas in the car, and left. Hang on for a sec, guys. Yo, Enid right now. She basically got all the Hilltop people, with the exception of Gregory, to agree to help out Rick's group take down the Saviors. So right now, Enid is my girl. She the bomb, and I like that cute little side staring between Enid and Carl. Really cute. I like how Jesus has pretty much been integrated into the group, and I like their reaction to Jesus mentioning King Ezekiel, because the moment he said king, Rick's like, king. Funny shit, guys. Funny shit. But anyway, I'm like this right now because I'm not feeling well. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually make a full video during the week. So, this is my live reaction. Right now it's commercial, hence why I'm talking. But, back to... Oh, I thought the commercial was over. But anyway, what do you think, Father Gabriel's doing, man? Is he abandoning the group? Did he just steal supplies and weapons, and just take off from Alexandria, man? And I like the fact that the people of Hilltop are following Maggie instead of Gregory, because Gregory's an ass. I mean, he's a pansy and an ass. I already never liked Gregory. I hate him even more. Anyway, commercial's done. I'll be right back, okay, guys? We all established the fact that when they were all there in the audience to see King Ezekiel, everybody was in the back of the room. And Jesus was like, hi, Ezekiel. And then he noticed everyone's back there. And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the tiger. They're all freaked out. They're all like bunched up on the back of the room. They're like, holy crap, there's a tiger. Oh my god. The look on their faces, priceless. And sorry, I almost covered my camera. Again, I'm like this because I'm sick right now, and I didn't want to go through the whole 3 video thing because it's like, well, at least for now, because I won't be able to get much time. I will most likely get Supergirl, Flash, Legends, and Arrow, no problem, before Saturday, but I won't be able to get The Walking Dead because on Saturday my cousin's getting married, so I won't have the time to do so. That's why I'm doing this live reaction right now. So so far they met King Ezekiel. I love their reaction to Shiva. Hilarious. They're all scared shitless just seeing a tiger on the stage. I really like the story that Rick was describing before the commercial, which was like this rock on the road, like in front of a kingdom, and everyone who tried going down that road to the kingdom ends up, tripping or falling or breaking stuff because of this rock. And this little girl, tired of this rock injuring so many people, including herself, decides to unearth the rock, and when she did, finds gold. I thought this story was pretty cool, because Rick was like, the king apparently put the rock there, knowing that whoever dug it out and actually did something about that rock deserved an reward, right? And that was the gold that girl found. And I thought that was a really cool story to put in there, because basically, like, Rick telling King Ezekiel, if you do something about it, you'll get a reward. Meaning, he's like, if you do something about Negan, you'll be rewarded for it, you know? Like, you'll be free from the Savior's control, basically. And I like that speech. I like the fact that he did that parallel to that story. And it's a really deep, meaningful story. I really like it. And, Morgan right now, just go with it, Morgan. Just go with it, you know? It's seeing Morgan's face when he found out what happened to Abraham and Glenn and Olivia and Spencer, and the fact that Eugene got kidnapped and everything. Of course it's going to be a huge shocker, right? Because Morgan had no idea what happened. And obviously Carol has no idea either, because she was not there when Negan took the main group plus Aaron and pretty much beat the crap out of Glenn and Abraham. Carol has no idea Glenn and Abraham were murdered, basically, by Negan. And everything else that happened afterwards, she still doesn't know, because remember, she was on the run with a bullet wound, Morgan trailing behind her. She was in the kingdom for a while, and she's still in that house right outside the kingdom. So she has no idea about Glenn, no idea about Abraham, no idea about the deaths in Alexandria, like Olivia and Spencer, and the fact that Eugene was taken. She has no idea. So I really hope that, you know, because King Ezekiel pretty much told the group to stay and sleep in... Oh, shoot. I'll be right back, guys. So, King Ezekiel pretty much said no to helping Rick's cause, saying that despite, you know, the Saviors controlling them, they have somewhat peace with them. And I kind of get where he's coming from, because if you look at the kingdom, they seem pretty damn peaceful, right? And he's even mentioned that none of the Saviors have stepped foot in the kingdom, which is kind of true. They have not, from what we've seen, right? But Daryl had a point. Daryl even pointed out that when King Ezekiel was like, no Savior has stepped foot in the kingdom, Daryl pretty much retaliated, saying, how long is that going to last? That is so very true. Because for the longest time, no one breached the walls of Alexandria. Up until, like, oh god, I forgot that one psycho group of people that broke into Alexandria before the Saviors did. Remember them? They had like X mark things on their foreheads and stuff like that, or whatever they wrote on their foreheads. They broke in, and then the Saviors came in. So it's only a matter of time until, you know, Negan's like, you know what? I want to see the kingdom for myself. Let's step foot in there, right? So it's only a matter of time. So Daryl has a point. But the thing that King Ezekiel offered, like, he did say no to joining Rick and, you know, joining the cause to fight against Saviors. But he did sympathize with them, saying, you know, I sympathize with your cause, what you've been through, and since, you know, they're most likely trying to track down your friend Daryl, he could stay here for protection-wise, right? And apparently Rick kind of takes up on that offer, because as they're leaving, Rick tells Daryl to stay in the kingdom. Mainly, one, because he says it's a smart move, which is kind of true, because one, he's somewhat safe there, because they never would expect Daryl to be in the kingdom. They would probably think that Daryl would go back to Alexandria at most, right? So they never bothered to... The kingdom would not be the first place Negan and the Saviors would look for Daryl. So that is pretty smart. And two, Rick has another plan. He wants Daryl to stay there, not only for his safety, but to try to talk down King Ezekiel into do everything as possible, like stare him down, talk him down, anything to try to convince King Ezekiel to help out their cause. So pretty much now they have an inside man inside the kingdom. So I thought that was a pretty dope move. Pretty dope. Makes me wonder, now that Daryl is in the kingdom, will he find out that Carol is not that far away? Because remember, Carol took refuge in that little house that was not that far away from the kingdom, right? And Morgan on occasion has visited her. King Ezekiel has visited her. And we obviously saw her again. I forgot the name of that boy, but remember that boy that Morgan pretty much took in as a little protege for Aikido? Now fighting with a stick. Yeah, at one point he's even ran into her. And we just saw it, right? So now that Daryl's in the kingdom, will he find out that Carol's not that far away from the kingdom, that she's actually not that, she's actually close by? And will they actually reunite and run into each other? But anyway, the commercials are done, so I'll be right back, guys, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm also eating at the same time. Yo, did you guys see that? Oh my god, that double takedown. That was awesome. Rosita is bomb-ass for knowing so much about explosives, first off. She's like, she took out one explosive, she's like ordering everybody how to take out the other explosives so they don't go kaplooey. At the same time, they could save them for themselves to use them against the saviors. That's freaking badass. Can we also get the established fact that teamwork, you know, like Rosita, Tara, Sasha, and all them putting the cars away, putting them back, collecting all the dynamite sticks. And then my favorite part, though, is, like I said, the double takedown, car takedown thing. You got Rick in one car, and then you got Michonne in another car, and those two cars that they're in are connected by a steel wire, right? And when they're both in the separate cars that just happen to be connected by that wire, they manage to hotwire both the cars they're in, start it up, and both drive at the same time. And like I said, the cars that they're in, like the car Rick is in, is tied up with a steel wire to the car that Michonne is in. And they use that to their advantage because they're both driving down at the same time. And that steel wire pretty much cut down a shitload of those walkers, because as they were like getting the dynamite, a huge herd was coming, right? And they practically used the steel wire that's connected to the two cars that Rick and Michonne are driving to take down a whole bunch of the walkers. And then they end up, fighting through the walkers a bit because they got out of the cars after taking a bunch of them out and managed to get in the same car that Carl and them are all in and escape with dynamite. So that was awesome. Total props to Rick and Michonne for that double car takedown, because that was pretty badass. And now they have dynamite. But we did hear over the long-range walkie-talkie, we did hear that they officially know that Daryl has snuck out, and they believe that he ran back home to Alexandria. So obviously now they're all either Negan, or maybe Negan's sending people, or he's going with them, but saviors are going to Alexandria to possibly retrieve Daryl. Because now they know he escaped. They heard it on the radio, right? So now they're all rushing back to Alexandria. They sent Sasha and Jesus back to Hilltop. They told him, can you get there on foot? If you can, go. And the rest of them are on their way back to Alexandria. So hopefully they will beat Negan and the Saviors back to Alexandria. Now that they have also the sticks of dynamite, I see an advantage. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, I am running out of time, so I will have a part 2 video for my live reaction. Okay, guys? Bye, BooTube.